Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a long pattern here on a flag breakout on the NASDAQ. Looking long for contracts at 86.5. The stop is going to go below the low down here initially. I don't want to see that that low broken at all. And then the target is going to be all in, all out. This initial burst that we had here from the buyers, we went a little bit sideways and then up, but we didn't quite get to that area. So I still think the buyers are looking for that measured move objective up to the highs. So we're going to place a sell limit up here for 4 contracts right off at that area. And that's kind of the location that just sort of makes sense to see the buyers want to push into. Now, from our entry to our target, we're looking at a move 86.5 up to 97.5. That's 11 points. Now we're trading 4 contracts, so that's 44 points in reality. And keep in mind, every point is exactly like the S&P. There's 4 ticks in 1 point. So it's 176 ticks if you break everything down on the trade. So 176 ticks, definitely not bad at all for a possible move higher at $5 a tick. That's $880 potential on the upside. So we have the initial breakout. We have a really nice move on the outside, nice strong bull candle, a little bit of a wick at the highs here, which may be a little bit of a cause for concern for buying pressure, but they had such a strong close outside of that, and given the overall market sentiment, I have a really hard time believing anything the sellers want to do right now. The sellers just don't look like they have it. So even though we are seeing a relatively deep pullback here, that could easily be just to get more buyers in off of that little flag low and then bounce it right back up again. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see this thing turn right back around, but we might see this candle close as a bear candle. Now, if that rattles you a little bit, you might, lock your stop in a little bit tighter. For me, if I see that, I might even consider adding more because it's doing sort of what you expect it to do. But outside of that, everything else looking nice and solid. Flag pattern, we've got the break. Now we just need to see the follow through. Stop is in the logical place down at 78.5, looking for 97.5 for our target. All right, so we have an aggressive break through the highs here from the buyers, coming 1 tick away. So we want to lock out all of the risk here. Get my stop in place here. Coming 1 tick away, got a couple filled. There we go. We got the rest of them filled. Beautiful move to the upside. And this is kind of what we were looking for. A lot of times when you get this, sort of shortfall where the buyers don't get to logically where you think they would, they're going to give it one more shot. The market loves doing things in twos. It always does, right? So we see a nice kind of push back up again, a little bit of a pullback right there, and we get our final target filled all the way up at that measured move, as well as a flag breakout to get into it. So just a lot of things working to the upside in just kind of a very interesting way. Now, you could argue that maybe there is a channel low, but the channel lows, if anything, would have broken and maybe looking for a retest. You could try drawing one off the highs, and maybe that fits a little bit better, but even that, not really that great, So I think the big key to this one was just the flag breakout in seeing that massive bullish sentiment to the upside here. Ever since 6 o'clock, we've been ripping up, and now we got that nice little flag pattern back. We get the break, nice little close outside. They did come back and hit. If you were a buyer down here, you would have been able to pick it back up from there and then just rips right through the highs. 11-point target on that. So 176 ticks, $880 on the trade. If you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.